Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you to join me as we spawn camp the Wuthering Waves YouTube channel once again for another Resonator Showcase. And this time, it's going to be for Lynae, titled My Own Choice. And so when it comes to Lynae, we know a bit about her character already, right? She's a bit of a rebel, she's a little brash, very outgoing, a bit of a troublemaker, and of course, on top of all of that,
don't blink! You'll miss the best!
She's kind of loud. So, all jokes aside, this is actually going to be the first Resonator Showcase that we have heading in to version 3.0. And when it comes to those Resonator Showcases that are at the start of every single version, one thing that's typically clear is that they tend to pack a bit of a punch. And so I'm very excited to see what Kuro Games has prepared for us when it comes to Lynae. We've got 3 minutes and 30 seconds of some very, very, very amazing footage. So let's go ahead, let's get right into it and see what this one is all about.
What now? Wait! I'm gonna be late!
Everything seems to be jiving from what we've seen about her character thus far. She slacks off, she doesn't really go to class, and I guess sleeping in is also, it makes sense. And now we got the whole makeup tutorial, the selfie. Oh yeah, this is just like modern day if we're gonna be honest. Alright, how is she gonna cause trouble? I'm excited. You want to know how I knew? I knew that was going to happen.
Morning.
You would have realized that there's really nobody else on campus that's kind of moving around in the way that she does. But I do want to rewind a quick second. Holy moly. Okay, so what I want you guys to do real fast is I'm actually going to move my camera real quick so we can take a look at the scale over here when it comes to Star Torch Academy. Those are all a bunch of different stories, right? And these are the people. Those are the people. And I'm pretty sure that those little dots down there, those are supposed to be people too. So when it comes to like the verticality and like how large this area actually looks, I'm going to be honest. I kind of wish that we had flying over here for the campus. Look at this. This kind of makes Septimont look small. And they also got the whole fireman thing as well. Uh-oh. Is this a regular occurrence on the campus as well?
Cool it, big guy.
Maybe that's why they let her do the stuff that she does. She also doubles up actually as like a security guard too.
You're late anyway. You might as well show us how you mod bikes. Not today, sorry. Attendance on the line. Another one?
Okay, kind of showing off the conversations with the other students. And that does have to be a daily occurrence, isn't it? That's how many robots can go haywire in one morning.
Time's ticking.
Bro, this dude's like hella creepy. Why is he all like... Let me just move my camera again. Maybe we'll just keep it up here because it seems to be that Kuro loves using this bottom right corner. This is like a creepy ass, like, bro is... Why is he so mad? And nobody even knows any of this stuff is going on? Bro, she just bodied him off screen.
I don't see anything. Sorry, false alarm.
Is there a reason why she's keeping everything a secret? I have an idea. I have a crazy theory, and I want to see if it's answered by the end of the video. She's actually the reason why these robots are going haywire in the first place. So she's not actually being like a good person over here. She's the reason, her solving the problem, right? Taking care of these robots, that's like her personal responsibility at this point. That's what I think. Otherwise, why is she trying to hide that these guys are going cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs?
Did you hear anything just now?
Nope. All research at Star Torch Academy is under top-level classification. Disclosure of confidential information in any form.
Oh, and now this is what she's using her forte for.
Drop something under the desk. You gotta show me how.
She's also gaslighting every single teacher at this academy. Because you won't hear, like, the door open. You won't hear, like, anything going on. You already marked her as absent. And then suddenly it seems like she was here the entire time. I'm not going to lie. My theory when it comes to Lynae has always been that she's actually a villain. She's an antagonist. She's a playable villain. And everything that I'm seeing, everything that I've seen in all of the trailers, it's pointed in that direction. She is a net negative to Star Torch Academy, to the Space Trek Collective.
Sneaking like that? That's...
And this entire showcase, it's just a breakdown of how she's ruining everything.
Hey, my office after class.
Yes,
Well done.
As
Well done,
team.
team.
Any student
Who's sending
found
these
violating
spam
the
emails?
set rule will face expulsion and full surveillance. And note that this would be the lightest penalty, so please do not violate the confidentiality code.
Again?
What is this, Hacker Bands? Dope. Wait. This just got serious real fast. So, I'm hearing this stuff in the background over here about violating said rules and facing expulsion.
Lightest penalty, so please do not violate the
Now I'm seeing this.
confidentiality code.
Oh boy.
Again? You. Why are you...
How much longer do you plan to indulge in this children's play?
That looks like somebody from the Black Shores. I'm sorry. That has to be somebody from the Black Shores. Wait, that actually might be... This is total... The outfit is kind of the same. Otherwise, Kuro's maybe got an outfit thing going on, because if this isn't from the Black Shores, I am going to be very confused by the NPCs that we see in 3.0.
Has all the schoolwork slowed you down already? Look at you now.
Actually, never mind. I think I know what's going on. This is like some Black Widow Marvel, like she was like a child soldier that actually... She was like a child soldier, and this is like her like ex-sisterhood of like assassins or something. And to escape, she came to Star Torch Academy. That's what I'm thinking. That's why she's so interested in just being like that girl, right? Like being like the typical girl, as opposed to, obviously, whatever the hell she's got going on down there.
Do you even remember who you are?
That makes a lot more sense. That makes a lot more sense now.
You don't belong here, and you know it. One day you'll pay your dues.
Shut up! My place! It's right here!
I feel like the person that did the cinematography for this fight had a pretty challenging job, especially when you consider the context of Lynae's outfit. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. Hats off to the camera work over here for respecting her modesty. Great job, devs. I'm sure all the Gooners out there are thanking you for this one.
It's right here!
A stolen life cannot escape its end.
So... what? I love this place.
So I imagine that this is going to be the faction that tries to cause some trouble over at Star Torch Academy, and that might actually be the big driver for the story.
Staying here is my own choice. Still lost in your dream? Choice. You never had
Hold
one.
up. Wait, what the hell? Okay, I'm sorry. This has to be one of the most... They've never done this in a showcase before. I don't think Kuro has ever done this. Because in this showcase, what we're seeing at the end over here, she just straight up loses. It's done. It's over. And we don't get, like, any resolution at all. Choice, you never had one, and then she's gone. I'm going to be honest. I kind of actually applaud Kuro Games for willing to take a risk with something like this. Because one thing for certain is that I think they gave Lynae a lot of street cred, associating her with, like, you know, obviously like this very skilled assassin-like sort of organization. But the fact that every other character ends up winning. Even Galbrina, who literally got her ass beat for 90% of the trailer, ends up winning. But her? Good golly gee, this is an absolute complete defeat. Not to even mention the fact that this whole scene kind of like starts with like a hacked message hallucination sort of deal, right? So who knows if any of this is even happening in the real world. All I'll say is that kind of like this last third of the trailer over here absolutely changes everything. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't really even find it like that interesting at the start. Kind of like her with like goofing around, you know, school life, stuff like that. You got like the robots going haywire all over here. Maybe that's part of whatever scenario or dream she's actually in right now. So maybe it's actually not her fault. So yeah, it appears that the accusations from my end, I'm not gonna lie, I thought this was just gonna be her goofing around on campus, getting in trouble, like hacking the robots, causing mayhem, crashing her motorcycle, doing all of that. But no, it's a completely different vibe. And I'm going to be honest, I think this is exactly the right type of setting, the right type of tone for something like this, with that split. Because one thing for certain is that I feel like a lot of people thought the pacing, the setting, all of that for 3.0 was going to feel a lot more lighthearted compared to the past stories that we just had, specifically just coming off of 2.x. But from what I'm seeing over here, and from what I'm seeing over here, good golly gee, this looks a little cyberpunky to me. And that is way different than I think what people were expecting at the start. So yeah, overall, awesome trailer from Kuro Games. Great job with whatever they did for Lynae, because I'm still not sure how to feel about it. But I just know deep down it was really damn good. So yeah, that's going to be it for this one, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know what you all thought about this breakdown and this react. Peace out.